Hello everyone. In previous videos, we have seen how to do sketching. In this video, we are going to see the part modeling, the figure which you can see on your screen. That I'm going to show you how to draw it. So, with this figure, we are going to learn some basic part modeling tools. So, let me just delete this and then again restart. Here you can see that there is a circular pocket here. There are two half circular pocket here. The pocket means the hole, and there is a the rectangular section. And here there is a tree here. On the tree you can see different features that we have used to create this particular part. So you can see a pad, pocket, mirror, and the pocket. So let me delete this one and restart drawing it. So let us begin. We'll go to Sketcher again, same procedure. Go to Sketcher, select the any particular plane, and then that plane will appear normal to the screen. Now let us begin. So there are a number of ways to create any geometries. So here, first initially I'll take a triangle that is centered rectangle. The rectangle which is centered rectangle. The benefit is that it is symmetric about the both axes. When you start drawing it, it starts from the center and it goes to the each end of the axis, x and y axis, so that it is symmetric about the both axes. So next thing you do is create a circle and again create a rectangle. We'll take a rectangle, create a rectangle here. Now once you create everything, next thing is giving the dimensions. Double click on the constraint and give the required dimensions. You have to give all the dimensions until it's become green. One more dimension is required, which is this dimension and this dimensions. So once you give all the required dimension, then we need to edit all the dimensions. To edit multiple dimensions at the same time, we can use this command, edit multi-constraint. Select the command and all the dimension will appear. The dimensions which are highlighted here in the orange color, those dimensions are selected. Here this value is 14. Just change the dimension here. This diameter is 40. Diameter is 20 actually. This diameter is 20. This one is 28. 62 and 50. So once you provide all the dimensions, just click on the OK and you can see your diagram. This dimension has changed. We will change it again, 20. Okay. So once you create your sketch, just to confirm all the dimensions are correct, then you can move these dimensions. Move your dimensions at the required place so that all the dimensions are clearly visible. Right. So once all dimensions are correct, the next thing is to make sure that your geometry is non-intersecting and a closed loop. So here one thing we can observe that we have created two rectangles. Rectangle is bigger one, smaller one is second. So here two edges are intersecting here. So you do one thing, we delete this one edge, double click on this tool, it is called quick trim, and we delete this edge. And one more time we need to delete it so that it should not be intersecting. So once we create our non-intersecting closed loop, then we go out of this workbench. This is called sketching workbench. So if we need to go to the part modeling workbench, we need to exit this workbench and we enter into the part modeling workbench. The part modeling workbench, we create 2D into 3D. We have different tools here. These features are called sketch based features. We select the pad tool first and select the geometry. Here there are different options here. This defines the length of the, or you can say the thickness of the your 2D sketch. So it will convert into 3D by this dimension. So this will be the thickness or the height or the depth, whatever you want to call it. The second option is this one, reverse direction. So when you click on the reverse direction, it changes the direction. The third option is mirror extend. So when you select the mirror extend, it will be extruded equally on the both sides. So if we provide here 22, so total extrusion length will be 44. That's what we require here. The benefit of this mirror extend is the plane will appear on the middle. See here you can see these three planes. So we have created the sketch on this plane. This XY plane. So when we select the mirror extend, it will extrude both sides of the plane so that these planes will be in the middle. So that will be beneficial sometimes. If you want to do mirror or any other operation, that will be useful if you are plane in the middle. Just directly you can create something here, and that I'll show you with the sketch. So again we'll go to the sketcher, select the sketch, select the plane, and then create a circle here. So you take a circle and create a circle here. From this is a center point, create a circle. Now you can see this is the center point of the circle. You can move the circle in any direction. Right? Now just click on the center point of the circle, press the control and click on the edge. Click on the center point and edge of the circle, and we go to the, sorry for the delay, there is certain mistake here. Just we click here, select on the line and go to the constraint dialog box and select here coincident. Next thing is we need to define the dimension of the circle. The radius of circle is 17, the diameter is 34. Next thing is we need to cut half of the circle. Just we take a line command and create a line starting from this point to the end point. Once you create a line, then we delete or erase half of the circle. Just select the quick trim and erase. So see here, once all the lines on or all the geometrical entities or the lines are green, then only we need to exit. Otherwise there is something that we need to define. There is some dimension that we need to define. See at this line is in white color, so select this line and select this line and go to constraint dialog box and select here coincident. So once you coincide these two lines, then it becomes green. Now once you created this, you select this whole sketch by just left clicking and dragging the mouse. Just left click here anywhere and drag the mouse and select the mirror command and select the axis. So it will be mirrored about this vertical axis. Next we exit the workbench and create these two into the pocket. So we select the command here that is called pocket. When you move the cursor, you can see all the commands here. Select the pocket and define the depth value here. So depth is 12 and click OK. Now once you create this, now what we do is we select this pocket and again select the mirror command that is available in the 3D as well as 2D modeling. Select this one and select the plane here. Zoom in if it is not clearly visible. Select this plane and click OK. So now we have created this feature on the both sides just by selecting only the mirror command. Next thing is we require a rectangular section here. Just we can select either we can select this plane or we can select the surface here. So select the surface on the plane, select the sketching, and create a rectangle here. It is better to take the centered rectangle and create a rectangle here. Next thing is just define the dimensions. This is one dimension, there is second dimension. Define the value and exit the workbench and select the pocket again. And here you can, there is option here, there is up to the next, up to the last. So we'll select here up to the last and click on the preview. You can see there is hole up to the last surface of the sketch. So this is your this particular sketch and how to draw it, the command used and the procedure. You can follow any procedure and any commands, just you need to know all the commands. So just explore and enjoy. Thank you.